Men and women of YouTube, today I'm about to attempt something that I don't even know is possible. Something so brutal, so ridiculous, and so absurd sounding that I'm gonna probably be here for a year trying to finish it. Can I beat Cyberpunk 2077 at level 1 with minimum attributes, no perks, no armor, no cyberware, and no items, which are things like health boosters, stamina boosters, and anything that boosts my health or any kind of ability? Yeah, I'm going there. As of the time I record this intro, I have not actually done it yet because I played through the game while making these videos, so if I end up not being able to realistically do it, I will be just as disappointed as you. But I will try my damnedest. There will be no principles. I will do whatever it takes to beat this set of rules as long as it's not outright cowardly. So what exactly does this entail? Well, very soon after the game starts, all enemies will be over level 5, and once this happens, they will be very high danger. What's special about very high danger enemies? They will take 4 times more damage, and also 1 or 2 shot you with pretty much anything. I think you can see how this becomes a problem. And with no anti-death crutches like Second Heart or Bloodswell to save my ass, I am probably going to have to no damage 90% of this game. So, let's go right into the lion's den. Starting out the game, I pick very hard, corporal life path, and of course, no starting points. And for a challenge like this, there's only one character I could pick. The Queen. I play out the life path intro, which absolutely nothing interesting happens in, and then the first mission.
Bug, could at least try to be nice.
You want nice, supportive? Call a damn helpline.
Which goes without a hitch because, well, this mission's designed around you being level 1 and no perks, the game just started. Although I must say, this has got to be the fastest I've ever taken out the van driver.
Chinga! Got you, assholes!
Vigos a mimir. So after my last video with its pretty resounding success, me and Jackie talk about this preem gig he landed us, and then I go to Victor to get some cyberware, which I immediately give back to him because I want to live a debt-free life. Boring ass conversation with Big Smoke's cousin for the upteenth time, and I decide to go for Maelstrom first because I feel like doing some combat. So I go to meet with Jackie, but in the midst of talking to him, I realized I didn't go get the chip from Meredith yet, and I want that money for stuff. So I go to do just that, and during the convo, I never noticed this until now, but there's a little tattoo on Meredith's neck that says "Never Again" with a broken heart next to it. This may have something to do with her romance, but I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that I played this game for over 1,000 hours, and only just now noticed this. How? After taking the chip off Meredith's hands, I make my way back to Jackie and then head into All Foods. And the game is already showing its teeth as the enemies are high danger here. Not very high yet, but high. After bargaining with Maelstrom and coming to an agreement, I give them the crit chip, but then I realized I didn't hack it yet.
Shit! Shit! Chip's got a vector! They're breaking in!
One quick load later, and this time I do it properly. And now for another combat segment. So I climb on top of Dum Dum's back, fight some enemies, save Brick cause why not, and fight more enemies all the way until I leave. With that mess wrapped up, I go and remove my cyberware, again, because it didn't save it the first time, and do the meetup with Evelyn. I'm not gonna bother wasting your time with this. Though I did see this pretty interesting lighting glitch.
You look like a cut of fuckable meat. Are you?
Evelyn. She.
I said,
I felt her fear. Sure got it under control quick, too.
This is actually kinda cool. Anyway, on with the heist now, and everything goes about as you could expect. As for that combat segment, well, Congo's minimum level is 5, and I'm level 1. So, Jackie has to do most of the work, and he is fairly useful, until he's not. Considering I have a job now and I don't have infinite free time anymore, I take matters into my own hands.
Follow all instructions given by staff.
cover me! Reload!
With these guys dead, I break down their stuff and use my components to craft a sniper rifle, which I call Ice Pick. And you're about to see the method I'm going to use for 99% of this game. Watch closely. Yes, we are going to be shooting through walls. This will seem cheap, I know, but trust me, this is going to be necessary at some point. I can guarantee you that, and this is before I've even finished the run. I just know it's going to happen at some point. Using my beloved Ice Pick, I continue to clear through all the rooms by shooting through walls, and I get down to the bottom floor. I take out the foot soldiers using the same technique as earlier, and then use a combination of the assault rifle and my sniper rifle to take out the mech's cannons before walking up with a shotgun to finish it off. Down to the garage now, and while I could ignore these guys, I'd like to take them out to get their stuff so I can dismantle it because I'm going to need a lot of components for this. After killing everyone and stealing all they've got, I head into Delamain and then get surprised by what I did not expect to be a difficult section. Shooting these 3 drones. Why? Because they do a ton of damage. Because they're probably high danger, just like the rest of the enemies. And I also do not really have any kind of cover, so I have to spam healing items and just hope I don't die. Which I died probably 8 fucking times. But eventually... Oh, never mind. I fucking hate this game. But eventually, I do pull it off.
I get this, just give up!
Aircraft eliminated.
Nice work there.
We did it, Jackie! We fucking made it!
I guess we did.
And then there's a Johnny mission. Now, technically Johnny's level 20. I know this because it says so in the load menu when you want to load a save, what level it is. But I can't really do anything about it, so yeah, sorry to say it to you. Dex gets shot in the face, and everything after that I'm just going to skim over because it's really not important. And now Act 2 begins. After leaving the apartment, I checked Wilson's store and he just so happened to be selling a slightly better sniper rifle, and while the damage isn't that much better, given my circumstances, I really want to get everything I can. And as for all the rest of this dialogue and stuff, I'm just going to skim over it. And by the way, no, I could not use Lizzie. But at least I'll get a bit of money for selling it. So I'm here at Clouds now, and I once again have to give up my weapons. That's nice. I literally just bought a new one, and now I can't use it. So I immediately go and craft a new sniper rifle. And by the way, enemies are now very high danger. So, how much damage do they do?
Unauthorized. Now you're fucked!
Yeah, this is why I said I'm probably gonna need a gun that shoots through walls. And shooting through walls was exactly what I did. For a long ass time. On average, these guys would take 20 to 30 fully charged shots to the face to kill one of them. There were at least 10. I think you can see the problem. My one and only strategy for doing this was going to a safe place and repeatedly unloading my bullets into their face while they occasionally shuffled around until they died, rinse and repeat for everyone in the building. After doing that for a solid 30 minutes or so, I do get to Woodman and I decide to just shoot him in the face early because I don't feel like listening to this conversation again. Except there's one small issue. Where the fuck is his health bar? Well, actually I can see his health bar, it's just not on the top of the screen. And for some reason, he also goes down with even less bullets than the regular average enemy. I'm not going to complain about that, though. Now that he's dead, however, there's even more enemies that spawn. Which means sitting there for 20 minutes, repeatedly shooting into someone's face, doing absolutely nothing else. Truly engaging gameplay. After killing one of them, yes, finally, I head to the back of the building and try to lose combat, but, I couldn't. And I was sitting there silently listening to these ominous footsteps that sound like they're right around the corner, which genuinely gave me some of the worst anxiety I've ever had in my life.
Where you got to, coward?
and then I got jump scared by getting shot out of fucking nowhere. This game is amazing. The next time I take a slightly different approach, actually leaving the building and going outside hiding on the catwalks. That ends up working, though I am still no less stressed than before. After taking everybody down upstairs, I head downstairs, but I only see one guy. But come on, I know there's more than just one guy. Oh fuck. Oh fuck! Being the smart person I am and learning from my mistakes, this time I do not walk in front of him and instead mark him from around the corner, run back upstairs, and repeat the same strategy as earlier. I'm really having fun with this. After taking one of them down, I move a bit further in to get into a better shooting position until all of a sudden this guy starts running up toward me. Holy shit, this guy is an actual threat. Let's fucking go!
Not like this! Not like this! God, fuck!
I do eventually manage to take him down with my very last sniper bullet, but I was too excited and forgot to hit the clip button early enough to actually get all of that recorded, so I deeply apologize. After that insane battle, I finally leave Clouds and get my weapons back. Yeah, that was just Clouds. That was just Clouds. V breaks down again, and then it's off to Fingers. And by the way, yes, I did kill everyone outside. And also, I am still discovering new dialogue.
Shit, her implants are older than I am.
Can't believe she finds the spares to keep them running. Gotta be all kinds of hazard. They short-circuit. Hard to just stop beating in a snap.
Anyway, on to the point now. I talk to Fingers as usual and punch his teeth in because I'm never going to buy anything from him. And now on to combat.
How's things, Wako?
This a prelude to whatever illegal favor you're about to ask me?
What? Never. You are scum. Pathetic. A waste of words.
I'm gonna give you one chance to try and guess what method I used to beat this combat segment. If you guessed going to a vantage point and shooting through walls, congratulations! You are correct! You win nothing. Since everyone in this universe is so dumbfounded by the concept of moving their position, I can legitimately go to a faraway area, sit there and shoot until everyone is dead, and then carry on. It's that simple. And as much as I don't like abusing the sniper rifle, I really don't stand any chance of fighting them without it because there's just no way I could never ever catch a stray bullet in like 20-minute fights because of how much health these guys have. So after catching up to Evelyn again, who is bodiless, I once again time skip through a ton of dialogue and then it's on to meet the Voodoo Boys. So on a quick trip to V's apartment, I get the call from Mr. Hands and then head out to Pacifica. Placide meeting aside as well as meeting with his boys, I decide it's time to fight like a man.
Not so tough now, are we? Now you gotta get it!
Yeah, this is going nowhere. After pulling back and going back to the strategy that actually works, I kill everyone outside and then move inside. But the problem is that all these guys, while I would like to kill, there is no safe spot of any kind in here, so I really cannot fight them or I would get absolutely murdered. So I decide for the first time to take a stealth route and I make my way around the back areas. Except when I get to the top and try to go into the room that has the van in it, this happens. I am instantly put into combat status and there is no way around this. Now, considering that I die pretty much instantly from any 1 or 2 hits, this seems pretty impossible to get through. Well, watch this. No joke. Now that I'm in this position, after a moment I can eventually sneak around Sasquatch by kind of hugging along the outside wall to get around her. And I don't even have any kind of explanation for this, but just watch what happens.
Get to work.
Yes, you just saw that. Your eyes are not lying to you. When I did the stealth takedown on Sasquatch, she straight up disappeared. I have nothing to say about that. Either way, I take full advantage of it and head straight for the Netwatch agent and take him down, because if I don't take him down, I'll have to fight Placide, and God knows I have no fucking chance at killing him. Although what I just told you is the abridged version. That was my best attempt getting to Sasquatch. Every other time I tried, I got into Sasquatch's fight while still in combat, which meant that she went right to fighting me and I had no chance of doing a stealth takedown. And in the last attempt I had, the fight that I had before dying was so intense it would definitely guarantee me a drink at the afterlife. And if you're wondering how I died here, it's actually not from being shot, it was the time limit. So that Placide defense thing is not actually just a graphic to tense you into fighting her, it's actually a real time limit, but I've never lasted long enough that I could die from it. Just a fun fact for you. So back to the point, V dies. Just kidding. I wish the game was that short. I realize that I picked up an overture that is actually my level. This could come in handy. And Placide gets embarrassed by his mom. V is subjected to the ice bath. Drugs, unskippable sex scene, or wait, we have the time skip on, never mind. That looks unpleasant. I for some reason have no damage numbers, and the rest I'm just gonna skip over. I leave the chapel, V has a breakdown, Johnny spits some shit, you all know how it goes.
Hey, look. See that? Fuck those cunts.
You watching a story on the Arasakas or narrating porn?
Gee, aren't you funny?
But come on, there's no way you're not gonna be angry if I don't at least try to fight Placide. Yeah, you want to see me fight Placide, don't you? You want to see me fight Placide, I know it. So let's go and fight him. As for getting to Placide, it went about how you could expect. I went to a safe spot in the back area, shot guys through walls until they died, and did that all the way until I could get close to him. And the whole process went really smooth, although I did have this one close call. Now what's interesting that I noticed is that it seems like if I shoot him behind a wall, he will not dodge my attacks. Which is the main thing that I thought would make this an impossible fight, because there's no way I wouldn't run out of ammo with how little damage I do before he died. But if I could actually consistently land my shots, which I could, that changes things. At this point it was just a matter of time and ammo, which the latter I would run out of. However, I had a backup, a Kenshin pistol. This is another gun that can shoot through walls. However, I also ran out of ammo with that, but I did get him down to a pretty low percentage. So this all sounds great, but here's a problem. We're out of ammo. But no big deal, right? We'll just leave the area and wait for combat to exit. Except we can't. I went all the way into the very opposite corner of the building, sat there with time accelerated by 15 times for a good while, and I never could leave combat and could never make any ammo. And so now I had to make a choice. Placide has around 20% health left. But can I really stand to fight him head on and not get killed in the process? There was only one way to find out. And that was to fight him head on. So I went up toward him and threw a shot at him, and then he very quickly ran away. So I thought now maybe if I had hid, the combat might exit. It did not. On the way up, I did collect a bit of extra ammo off the people I killed, but I could only get him down to 10% and not quite manage to kill him. So I had no choice but to fight him head on, but admittedly the battle was pretty incredible. With Placide down, I decided to let Sleeping Dogs lie and give him a chance to turn his life back around and let him live. Although this still doesn't stop V from breaking down. After that was said and done, I decided I should start being a bit more prepared going forward, so I went and bought a bunch of components and also expanded my weapons arsenal, obtaining most importantly the SBT-32, which is basically just the Nekomata we've been using this whole time, but it does triple the damage. Yes, this is going to be a very big help. Being a bit more prepared this time, I head for the Rogue Arc, and all the dumb cutscenes that you've seen before already happen again. Unless you haven't, in which case, well, you picked a bad first video to watch. Go watch my slaught-o-matic one first.
In terms of money, we have no money.
Me and Panam's scheduled appointment, awkward family gathering that just like in real life, I go and hide off in some back area where no one else is. The sniper that Panam uses is actually belonging to Mitch, despite the fact it says it belonged to Panam. And I do the whole ambush setup as usual. Now to my surprise, this fight actually went better than expected. All the enemies didn't really threaten me much, and Panam was also very supportive, so I decided that I'd also test out my new weapons. While the Quasar has better damage than the Kenshin, it only shoots through walls if I charge it up, which makes it go full auto, and at full auto it is inaccurate as fuck. And as for the Satara, I think it will be good, but only really in closer ranges, and this was a more long mid-range fight. After murdering everyone, I head along with Panam, and even though I don't personally support vengeance kicks, I am not about to cop out on this fight.
Alright. So where's this hideout?
A hop and skip away.
As for that fight, it went pretty smooth, just like the last one. Although I was starting to get a bit bored of shooting through walls all day, so I decided to do some fighting with more conventional weapons. I quickly realized that was a mistake. However, when retreating back to the standard strategy, things went without a hitch. Also, no, I could not use Widowmaker.
You got balls, girl.
So, as usual, our plan for knocking down the AV with Hellman is to make an EMP. So we go over there and scout it out after making a basic plan, and then I hit a snag.
Drones! I'll deal with them. Real quick before they hit us.
These 4 drones. Make no mistake, there is no strategy to be had here. There is no cover, you cannot heal yourself, there is no alternative method of attack. All you can do is pray and hope to not die, which I died around 200 times. Doing this had actually made me consider giving up, because I saw no possible way around this unless I just got insanely lucky, which could take God knows how long to finally have happen. No matter how well I shot, no matter what order of drones I prioritized, I would always die come around 10 seconds from when the drones appeared. But I did not give up. And eventually, by some stroke of luck, I pulled this off. I don't know how, but it turns out that taking out the left frontmost drone first makes the others just give up. They weren't even shooting at me anymore. Fortune favors the persistent, I guess. And after that, I proceeded to freak out. I wish I had my mic on. Now, I know that I do have the running joke of me speedrunning the overload segment, but I was really not in the mood and just played it out like normally here. Johnny is immensely disappointed in the fact I did not set a new world record, and so he fucking dies. And then the power station goes kablooey. But that doesn't quite do it, so surely a rocket must. Panam has still not learned her lesson. Some drones, though these aren't quite as bad.
Looks expired. Fuck it.
You could have just used one of mine, I literally have 100. And then I head on the ground and proceed to fight some of the slowest fighting I have ever fought. Why? You can't headshot robots. Of any kind. And without headshot damage, I do a fraction of what I should be doing. And so this fight takes a really, really long time. Even with time acceleration. But I do eventually kill everyone, hack the missile system, and deck this guy in the face with a sniper bullet because I am not in the mood anymore.
Your weapons, now!
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
What?
This is my life right here. These tracks lead up past the hill to an old filling station. I wager that's where they're holding Hellman.
What the fuck?
So I arrived at the gas station. And you know what I did? I provoked a fight, and then kind of just let Panam shoot and draw attention away from me as I snuck around to the side door. After getting inside, I snuck behind the ceiling turret and into this room, where I would use the computer and do this.
Like they own the place. Took everything. Put me here and locked the door.
But then the monitor broke, so... But at least now I've got an easy path to Hellman, which I take. Although he is still as useless as salt water. Cue breakdown.
What the?
Johnny spits some shit.
I don't give a damn!
Time for Takamura's missions. Oda is as useless as bioplastic blood vessels. Go and collect information on the parade, and it's time to wait. Well, actually, no, because there's no point in waiting. I can't level up or strengthen myself in any way, so let's just skip right to the point. We meet up and discuss the plan. I hack the thing, and completely ignore him while I eat some fine dinner. Arrive at the Saka Industrial Park. What? I get in via truck, which for some reason the footage of that happening didn't get recorded, and I kinda just scout and shoot some cameras that I happen to see. The strategy is pretty much the same as everything else so far. Mark some people, find a safe spot, and shoot them in the face through walls until everyone is dead. Mark more people, go on, rinse, repeat, you see the point.
Who the fuck shot me?
This has got to be one of the most long and grueling fights I've ever had in this game, mainly because of the abundance of enemies, not to mention a mech. And also, in the later half, some of the enemies actually got smart and started running toward me, which was genuinely frightening. But despite the odds, which were really bad, I did the whole thing on one life. And I did kill everyone, including the mech. Although it did take a long time, even with Time Excel, and without it, it probably would have taken literally hours of real-life time to kill it. But I did kill it. After taking a little over 2 hours to finish all this, I finally hacked the float and leave through the roof. After waiting a solid 1440 minutes, I get Takamura's call, and it's time to get this show on the road. But before getting to that, I know what I'm getting into, so I run around town with the intentions of making heavy bank. After collecting a nice 30 grand, I spend substantial amounts of money on components. After that, I proceed to buy copious amounts of flashbangs. And lastly, I buy a legendary SPT-32 and put on 4 crunch mods to really maximize my damage. Now we're ready. Goro hates hamburgers, and I find this offensive. Although, as a fun fact, despite throwing the hamburger way off screen where you'd ever be able to see, the model still stays loaded in. Alright, here we go. So first sniper's not too bad, although the one off in the background is a dick and does shoot me through the wall sometimes.
Goro, took out the one closer.
Adjust positions and go into a duel with the second sniper, ultimately killing him from long range.
Every soldiers say, target down.
Do a bit of climbing and once again kill the third sniper, also from long range.
Well, that would be all.
Yes, apparently. Well done. One problem remains.
And that is...
The Arasaka Netrunner.
Okay, now for the main event, but we've actually got to get there first, and there's a bit of trouble in our way. But nothing my sniper can't handle. With everyone finally out of my way, I take a brief moment to rest, leaning down on the rail, staring down at the parade, soaking in this vista of Night City. But the inevitable was the inevitable, and so the fight began. We've got the Grad, the Satara, and the... Let's switch this to, with the Overture.
Been on a while. Time for a break.
I'm quite nervous. I don't know how strong he's going to be, and I don't really want to find out. Well, at least he's not one-shotting me. He's not one-shotting me, so that's a start. Is he even affected? Oh, he's affected by flashbangs. That's perfect.
You pay for this.
Okay, his bullets don't like do insane damage, so that's also good. My slow reload's gonna really kill me in this fight. Why can't I headshot him? I did earlier, it's just the game has really fucky hitboxes. Okay, well... That's the first attempt.
Did I warned you. You should have quit.
I'm probably gonna try to stealth take him down because fighting him legit the hard way could take forever unless he can just get stuck in place, in which case then I'll be fine. If he can just get stuck in place, but even if he does though,
Time for a break.
even if he does get stuck in place though, if I lose combat to get ammo back, like, cause I'm sure I can't kill him with only 100 sniper bullets. Swear to God, this guy's fucking hit range is literally bullshit.
Stay away from his blade. He'll slice you like fish.
Like, his attack range is literally bullshit. I think most people can agree on that. What are you gonna do? Okay. I need to know if he's gonna try to go for a shooting or a melee. I'm probably only gonna really attack him during his shooting phase. And I'll try to reload when I can flash him. That sounded really weird. And I know it didn't. Get blinded. Motherfucker. Now he gets blinded all of a sudden? That was like way after he had actually threw the flash at him. That was like way later. At least my damage against him doesn't seem to be pitiful. Like, he's almost down by 10% already, so the damage is not pitifully bad. Though it's not pleasant, it's not pitifully bad either. Which is a plus. Reload, reload, reload. Reload. Oh, I lost him. I think I can save normally in this case. Am I gonna be able to actually stealth take him down though?
Let us try another way.
Beware. He will activate camouflage. Look for rays of light.
I gotta do that twice though to actually kill him. I could fight him legit because I think I can handle this. It would just be a long fight. Like, I can see where this is going and how I'd be able to do it. So, like, I'm sure I could do it. I'm capable of it. I think if I flash him, it makes him lose combat, which means I can stealth take him down if I just flash him. If I flashbang him. I didn't know he would just instantly, like, lose combat if I flash him. I didn't know that's how it worked, but, I mean, shit, I'll take it. Okay, die, sir. Some John Wick shit. Break his arm. And he's down for the count. He is down for the count.
I managed to.
I never banned stealth takedowns. I never said they were banned.
He's breathing.
I never said you couldn't stealth takedown. I
For
never
now.
said that.
Please be.
Show him mercy.
There should be nothing standing in your way now. We press forward.
I mean, realistically, that fight will probably take like 40 goddamn minutes if I fight him the hard way. But you know what? I do want to. I'll make a save, and I'll go back to before I killed him. And, let's fight him again the hard way. Okay, so let's try and fight him without cheating. Though it's not really cheating, it's just alternative. Now, this guy is hitting me every time. Starting point, so I'm just not even gonna try to attack him until later. I'm not even gonna try to attack him until later. Get blinded. Blind him, then flash him, headshot him. Oh shit! Okay. We're cool. I'm just gonna mostly spam flashes. I'm gonna flash him quite frequently, so I can get a moment to reload as well as actually fire at him. I can get headshots in on him. What you doing? What you doing? Is he stuck? Is he in his stuck phase? I think he's stuck. That makes my life easy, because now I can just shoot him. That was... Huh. Hey, bud. How you doing, bud? How you doing, bud? If I shotgun him, it might make him... Nope, he is definitely stuck. He is definitely stuck. You can tell because he's doing cartwheels and shit, but he's not moving. He's definitely stuck. He's definitely stuck. Okay, maybe I should not poke myself out against this guy. That might be kind of a stupid thing to do. I do just want to let you know that I'm not purposely trying to make him get stuck. I'm just taking advantage of it if it happens to happen. Like, if it happens to happen, I will take advantage of it. That's all. If it happens, I'll take advantage of it. And that's it. And by doing this, I can defeat him with no stealth takedowns. With a lot of time excel. Oh, come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Is he even going to attack? I'm kind of nervous to poke myself out at him, but like... When's he gonna stop being camouflaged? Or is he just gonna be like that forever now? Is he just gonna be like that forever? Are you just gonna be like that now? I even need to be careful around him. Pretty sure none of my mods are making this happen. This is just on him and his programming. Because I've played this fight with many different setups of mods, and this seems to always happen sometimes. Even on vanilla. Plus, why would a mod cause this? All my mods are like cosmetic only. Let me bust out the Burya. If he's gonna be doing this. The Burya is good for like single targets that are basically not even defending themselves. Like the mech in the what's his name? The mech in Gimme Danger. And the Saka Industrial Park. If he suddenly starts attacking me though, I'll be pretty damn angry. Okay, any time now. He is dead. Well, he's alive, but he's taken down.
I managed to...
And I did not use a stealth takedown on him.
He's
though
breathing.
it was extremely cheap. But you can see the point. You can see the point.
Please, V. Show him mercy.
I won't even bother. I mean, to be honest with you, to be completely honest with you, even if I did fight him legit, it could take a lot of attempts to get a fight where he never freezes because of how long I'm going to be fighting him for with how low my damage is. The fight could easily be 30 minutes if I was legit fighting him. And in all that time, I would not be surprised if he ended up getting stuck at some point. And that could just take like a bunch of attempts simply restarting it, not because I died, but just because he got stuck, and it's like, oh, that's not fair, and I'm like, I don't care, bro. The Jinchumaru, I can actually use it. It has good damage too, 149 damage. Though probably won't be that useful because, you know, if I get hit at all, I'm gonna like die, but maybe in some cases it could maybe be useful.
Okay,
Neat.
Preem. Online and in the system.
Let's do it. With Oda out of my way, Hanako gets tasered as per playbook, and I flee the scene. Arriving at the hotel, I knock the door 4 times, do the dialogue with Takamura and Hanako, and then we get raided by Arasaka once again. And that combat segment went about how you could expect, though it was actually cooler because I was a badass and started meleeing people without getting myself killed in the process. It was unbelievably satisfying. Just like with every other fight, as time goes on, eventually I take out everyone and we leave the building. Also, V's balance sucks.
Oh, shit.
And now it's time for that part of the game. So me and Hanako have the talk, I break down, Johnny takes me to the rundown 2-star sketchy Motel 6, I collect his dog tags, he wants Smasher dead, I literally couldn't care less, and now I have to make a decision. What ending do I actually want to go for? The Sokka ending isn't a good idea because I'll have to fight all the soldiers inside Hanako's mansion, and also when I come down to fighting Adam Smasher, his room doesn't have as much cover as the other rooms you can fight him in do. The Autokodos ending could work, but there is a lot of fighting in an open area, and I'm not too sure if there's any safe spots that would actually be reliable. The suicide ending would simply be unsatisfying, and Don't Fear the Reaper is simply impossible. If you could somehow do this under my rule set, I would pay you $500. That's how confident I am this is impossible. So how about the rogue ending then? There is some fighting in the rainforest which could be difficult, but other than that, all the preceding rooms, you're above the enemy 99% of the time, so I don't think getting run up on is going to be an issue. And after you hack the terminal, everyone just dies instantly. So all that leaves is fighting Adam Smasher, which you'll have Wayland along with you as long as you saved him, which in this case, I definitely will. So with all that in mind, the rogue ending definitely seems like the best idea, and so that's what I set my sights on. Now as for unlocking the rogue ending, I'm just going to completely gloss over it, but I do want to point out that I got the Malorian. The reason I'm pointing this out is because this gun is actually revolutionary to this challenge. The reason I call it revolutionary is because all my weapons, at least the ones that shoot through walls, cannot be upgraded and I can only get level 1 versions of them, so I can only do so much damage. The Malorian on the other hand tells that rule to go and fuck itself, and you can upgrade it as many times as you want. I think you can see how this is going to change the playing field. After collecting some heavy bank, I buy crap tons of components for the Malorian and upgrade it to extreme damage to the point it's as good as my sniper rifle in closer ranges. Except it shoots way faster, has a bigger magazine, way faster reload, and a much bigger ammo reserve pool. This changes everything.
¡Lleva la rechingada!
Alright, that was enough of a demonstration. Let's get to this ending. I won't waste your time on all the cutscenes. So, crash land in the Saka Rainforest. First two enemies are pretty easy, and so are all the guys guarding Wayland. And the commanding officer was also no different. In the elevator now. Remember how I said you'd usually always have the height advantage on the enemies? Well, I remembered wrong, but that doesn't really end up being an issue. Except for once. Slowly but surely kill everyone with a combination of Predagus and the Malorian, and now everyone starts autonomously dying. If it sounds like I skipped over something, I did. This video is already long enough. Make my way to Mikoshi, and now it's time to fight Adam Smasher. It was quite interesting. Here we go.
But you can always...
I'm pretty nervous. Rogue, I'm sorry in advance. My precious baby, I am sorry. My queen. Why couldn't it have been Wayland instead? As much as I love him. Alright, I'm gonna wail on him first. But move! 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 Need to mark him. Yeah, Wayland. Draw some attention away from him for me. Draw his aggro. I wonder if I can even flashbang. Doing some decent damage. I'm out of stamina. That's not good. Move, 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 move. Okay, let's use Malorian. Yeah, that's doing much more consistent damage.
Come here! Pathetic!
Let's go!
Yeah, draw his aggro for me. This is going pretty well. This is where it's going to start getting more interesting. I'm worried more about the background enemies than Smasher himself. The background enemies are what I'm scared about. Like these snipers and stuff. These guys I'm worried about. Yeah, because I'm going to do almost no damage to them. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, here come the guys who can destroy me. Oh my god, V-Mo! I ran out of stamina. I swear, it's fucking impossible. It's impossible to not get hit by these guys at least once. I swear. I feel like it's impossible to no damage this because of the snipers. It seems like they always hit me every time. At least one time. I always get hit at least one time by these fucking guys.
Can't turn back time, Johnny. Ever. But you can always...
How many times I'm going to be attempting this? I think I should probably up that speed. Shit. That one was just... I only died like that because I was adjusting the time. Okay. I agree.
Don't prolong the inevitable.
Thought that was at me for a second. I was about to panic. That's definitely going toward me. That... Okay. Swear to God.
Silent and steady now.
the fuck? What? Oh, I got an autosave when I died. That's funny.
Can't turn back
It's not
time, Johnny.
switching it backwards. Okay. I'll make sure I pulse down before I go into the next base, so that I can run like hell. Steady breaths. Got to die. Their liability of the year. There you are. The other one's like locked away or something. It's not even out. I wouldn't be able to shoot it. Don't you dare do that shit. Not after last time. Holy shit. I agree. Holy shit, man, indeed. Gotta kill these guys quick. This is fucking intense. Honestly. This is fucking heated. If I'm barely able to win the fight against him with the rogue in me, how in the world am I gonna ever beat him and go through the reaper? How the hell will I do that? Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That has gotta hurt. Is he down? Oh, he's down. Yeah, I know. Don't blame you, bro. Is he sinking through? Oh, don't you try to distract me and get me killed because you're bugging out. Come on, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't try to bug out and fascinate me so I let my guard down and get killed. Not cash money. Oh, fuck out of here. Keep it up, Waylon. I think we can just duck off this now. most intense smasher fight I've ever had. This is actually crazy. I wonder if I could, like, disrupt his missile attack if I tossed a flashback. He's down! This is it! This is it! This is it! Even when he's a very high danger, his little pellets don't do much to me. This is it.
Listen to me, you bored son of a bitch.
Oh. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I actually did it. I actually thought, when I first invented this challenge, I thought it was gonna be impossible.
Hey, Wayland.
Yeah, man.
You're alright.
Good luck, Silverman.
The access point lies before you.
I can't believe it.
Link to it.
It's actually possible. This is amazing. It's done. It's done. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my god. I had done it. The fight was won. I actually managed to beat this game with one of the strictest rule sets I could possibly imagine. But you know what? I can't help myself. To those who are very attentive, I did say earlier that I make these videos as I play the game. Now, when I made the assessment that Don't Fear the Reaper was simply impossible, that was before I got the Malorian, which I said was revolutionary. And so it got me thinking, could the Malorian be the key to beating Don't Fear the Reaper under this rule set? I needed to know. I went back into my save, upgraded the Malorian to the absolute maximum, headed into Don't Fear the Reaper, and...
time to party like it's 2023.
Materials are not allowed on the premises. We wish you a pleasant day.
I can't even last longer than 5 seconds. Every single time the mission starts, within 5 seconds, I get shot from the guys in the back and instantly die. And believe me, no matter what I did, nothing would work. I could try shooting the guy in front first, shoot the guys in back first, I tossed flashbangs, and sometimes I could survive a little bit longer than others, but every single time, I'd get shot and instantly die. And believe me, I did try to get past this. I really, really did.
We wish you a pleasant day. Allowed on the premises. Pleasant day. Pleasant day. Pleasant day. Pleasant day. Pleasant allowed. Pleasant day. Pleasant day. We wish you a pleasant day.
I did eventually find a way to get past these guys, but the situation didn't really improve after, because once I get past this corner, 2 mechs drop in, and there's really nowhere to run on this floor. There is nowhere to go. If I go back up in the front to hide from the mechs, I will get one-shotted, and if I go back into this hallway in the back, it's a decent spot, but only for so long, because eventually, I'll start getting stormed and overwhelmed. And so it just got worse and worse and worse. To close out this video and show you how truly difficult this really is, I will show you the best run I had. I may come back and finish this someday, but for right now, this is all I can take. I wish you a good morning, pleasant evening, fantastic night, and take care.
Time to party like it's 2023.
Are not allowed on the premises. We wish you a pleasant day.
Test of a person's true value? Death. Facing it, staring it down. Goodbye, V. And never stop fighting.